regulating community programming.
Everyone, and welcome to Soul Work. I'm your host, Jeni Cousins, and we appreciate everybody tuning in with us. It's a great pleasure to have everybody watching us tonight, definitely. And before we introduce tonight's guest, here is Miss Kimberly Buckler, my co-host, and we are going to be taking calls tonight, Calgary, as well, after our commercial break. And what is that number, Kim?
403-539-6710.
I almost heard your home number come up. I'm waiting for that. I'm just waiting for that moment. But anyways, on tonight's show, we have another exciting guest, as we always do, don't we, Kim? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And please welcome Calgary, Miss Lorraine Kearney.
Hello.
And thank you for coming on tonight, Lorraine.
Thank you for having me here.
Yes. It's fun. It's going to be a fun show because Lorraine, by the way, brought some fun things that she's going to go over and show us all too.
Oh.
She's like, what?
Absolutely.
What is it? Yeah.
So, Lorraine, you shared with us that you're a spiritual metaphysical teacher.
Yes.
And lots to learn from you.
Yes.
What age were you when you started to see spirits?
I started seeing spirits, as far as I can remember, I was about 4 years old. And my great-grandfather was very intuitive, so it's something that's come along in the family, but it was kind of kept secret, but yet little information was told about it. So,
okay.
Yeah, so I started seeing spirits when I was about 4 years old, and they were, you know, like every kid, they're under your bed, or, you know, you hear them and they're tapping on the walls and all that. Yes.
Yeah. All kinds of. You know, it's funny because like even with me, I was 4 also. And I think that has to be an age, really, because even when I've like talked to people or even watched other shows myself, I've always heard people say 4.
Yeah.
So it's got to be like the cycle, because I know we go on different cycles and such. So.
Well, I think it all goes back to our memory, because you know, when we're 1 or 2 or 3, we don't really recall that much, even though we can recall some things. But I think by the time you're 4 years old, I think things are a little more cemented in us. And I think that's why we all remember back, well, I remember seeing spirit when I was 4.
Exactly, because I do remember way back then, actually, a few experiences in that. You know, so it's interesting how that goes. How do you go about doing your services and providing it for others?
Well, I provide it at home. Also on Thursdays, I'm at Little Shop of Healers, so I provide my services there. And I'm now starting to expand, going out to health and wellness fairs as well.
Excellent. Good for you.
And this Saturday, Little Shop of Healers is participating in a health and wellness fair in Innisfail.
Okay.
So I'll be there as well, and they're going to get me up to do a bit of speech.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Because you're out in Sundre,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
But Little Shop of Healers is in Olds.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I've
Yeah.
never heard of that. I keep on thinking Little Shop of Horrors, that little
Yeah.
movie. You
Well,
know?
I think that's where she kind of got the idea from.
That's like a catchy name, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So
can you explain to us what a spiritual you do spiritual psychology?
Yeah.
yes, spiritual psychology. So what spiritual psychology is all about is integrating your 3 minds: the superconsciousness, your consciousness, and your subconsciousness. So it's understanding that your superconsciousness is connected to the God force, what I like to call the God force, or, you know, Mother, Father, the powers that be, whatever you prefer to call them. And your consciousness is your friend and your servant to the superconsciousness. And your subconsciousness is then a friend and servant and manifester of your conscious mind. So all your thoughts, words, deeds, and actions come from your consciousness, and your subconsciousness manifests and brings forth the experiences that you are choosing to have.
Right.
Now, sometimes the things occur when our subconscious is more affluent and taking charge.
Right.
And majority of the time, that can be your lower or negative ego self that will manifest. So
Right,
sometimes
yes.
when things occur that are bad, this is why
Yeah.
it happens.
Right, exactly. And then the ego steps in and the fear comes in and we're
Right.
like, oh my Lord, what's going on?
Absolutely,
The
absolutely.
fear goes out of control.
Yes, and fear is a big one
It
for
is.
us to
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
to get over. And also with the integrating of the three minds, it's also integrating with the four bodies, which is emotional, mental, physical,
Right.
and the spiritual.
Right.
And majority of people, no matter what modality, if they're in going to church or whether they're just, regular person working here and not really involved in spiritual work, or they're in a modality of any kind, mostly work at least 2, possibly 3 out of the 4. So what we need to do, especially as metaphysical physicians, doing whatever modality, it's always best to integrate the 4
Right.
bodies and the 3 minds,
Yes.
because then you're more connected and you're going to receive
Yeah.
clearer information.
You're more centered and you're
Absolutely.
more grounded. And
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I know sometimes, we can all get off centered and, whenever we got so much going on in
Yeah.
our lives and such like that, so it throws our body really out of whack. So, I mean, even I'll wear even more crystals and stuff. And I noticed that you have this, so if you can show the viewers, well, what the cameras will, but explain to the viewers what your Egyptian obelisk is?
Obelisk.
Obelisk, oh my Lord.
Well, this
It's fascinating.
is called, her name is, I have a hard time with it sometimes, it's Shira.
Okay, I'm glad you said that.
So you got to roll that.
What is it
And
again?
Egyptian obelisk.
Yes.
And her name is Shira.
Okay, I just want you to say that twice.
Of course you do, because I
Yes,
got
'cause
to
I'm not
practice
gonna
it all
do
the time. And anyways, what she helps to
Yeah.
do is I do one-on-one with that.
Right.
And you basically get some water into your hands and you put your hands on her. You close your eyes and just kind of meditate
Right.
and allow her to take you to wherever is for your highest,
Right.
purest good. So
Yeah.
she can take you back to a past life. She can take you to a situation that you're involved in now for a clearer understanding. I've had people smell her, and everybody gets a different smell from
the
her. She's been fantastic. She can she really helps.
Yeah.
And it gives you that, aha, okay, oh, I get it now.
Exactly, because I know
Yeah.
Kim was using it too earlier, and you were really,
I could smell the earth and
yeah. What did you pick up from it?
Something about being in the forest and working in the dirt and the roots and seed pods. Something
Seed
to do
pods?
with medicine or something in those seed pods.
Seed pods. Like-
Seed. Seed,
Oh,
like
seed pods. I'm like,
yeah,
where's the
I was
seed
looking
pods?
for seed pods, and I had my shirt like this, and
Okay.
it's like when I'm in my garden at home,
Okay,
and I
okay.
was putting stuff in here, so it was a
Yeah.
past life thing.
Yeah.
It was neat.
It
Thank
was
you.
actually, because I was asking clarity about something myself too, and I kept on hearing a name, but I wasn't sure if it was subconsciously. I was just because somebody had mentioned this, but then I thought no. I went by my intuition. And I was looking for that. I'm like, okay, what do I do with this situation? And then it just kept on coming in stronger with my intuition, and that's what I'm really feeling.
Yeah.
So that was really interesting. So what is the water for? Is that for represents emotions to connect with?
Yes, it's a
that?
little bit with the emotions, but it's also to help you to get some leverage on her, so that your hands are nice and smooth. And then as you place your hands on her, you always have to keep one hand on her, or even fingertips. But it just allows for that moisture to be there, so that it's not so hard or dry. And yeah. And it also, water is a great energy source, as you would know. Yeah, for all things, you know, it's just like being in the shower.
Okay.
You know.
Wow, that's incredible. So let's say, for instance, because I know that you do workshops and such, and you do spend one-on-one as well with people, right?
Right. I don't do workshops yet, but I
Okay.
am looking at developing
Okay, because I saw that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So like,
I'm not there yet. I got to work on it.
You will be. Absolutely. You get more gathering and such.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's my intent with
Yes.
spiritual psychology is eventually starting to get people in for workshops.
Yeah, and you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the best way for somebody to reach you? Actually, if somebody wanted to talk to you more about, you know, anything really.
Well, they can call me on my cell phone.
Okay.
Which is 403-638-5. Nope, that's
no, it was
nope,
848.
That's 848. Yes, that's right. That's
I don't know how
okay.
I remembered that.
403-848-3599
And there
is
we
my
have it.
cell phone number.
Absolutely, and there we have it, Calgary. and we want to appreciate you coming on the show. It was a lot of fun. It's you know, already coming past our 10 minutes here.
Holy cow!
But just to let the viewers know that Lorraine is going to be staying the full show. So if anybody has questions for Lorraine as well, certainly give us a call. And what's the number, Kim?
403-539-6710.
We'll be right back after this message, Calgary. Stay tuned. Oh, we're just having way too much fun here, Calgary. And we're not even having cocktails or anything, but I think we should, really.
It's happy hour.
I know, it's happy. It was actually a couple hours in Arizona, just got back, by the way. So happy hour was kind of a little bit every day, by the way. Yay. But anyways, it looks like that we have a caller already. Don't we, Kim?
Donna? Hello?
Hello?
Donna?
Donna,
Yes.
are you on the phone?
Yes.
Okay.
And your question for us tonight?
Yes, I'd like to know if I'm going to get a job soon.
What type of job are you looking for, Donna? You got to put your guards down, by the way.
I'm actually not fussy with anything. I'm putting application anywhere and haven't got called yet. So.
Yeah, see what happens too is, I mean, like we can put applications in for 100 jobs if we want, which is good and all. But Spirit will work with you a little bit better when you're more focused, meaning you got to really ask yourself what you'd really like to be doing, right? Because if it's from one extreme to the next, I see you actually more in hospitality for some reason. And there's going to be, are you applying for different work, like different places?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm hearing hospitality. Okay, so you could get pulled over to that area, but I'm also seeing you behind a desk. But it's not like a desk where you're like a secretary or anything like that. It's more hospitality. It's more like greeting people also.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think you're going to enjoy it. You just got to remember that whenever you go into these interviews, you got to go in with a really positive attitude, and you have to be yourself, right? Because if you go in there and you're feeling uncertain about certain things and that, then nothing is going to happen.
Okay.
Right? So keep trying. You might I hear something in 4 days.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, so hang in there for 4 days because I'm actually seeing you working kind of like shift work. So that's why I'm saying more like hospitality or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. And feel free to give us a call next Wednesday night too.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
Okay, and we have another caller right away. Cheryl?
Cheryl?
Yes.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. I'm very well, thank you.
And your question for us tonight?
I'm just wondering. I've been unemployed, and I'm looking for some work. So I'm just wondering if you're seeing anything in the near future.
I would say within 2 weeks. you're going to get something. I know, like, even though with Calgary having jobs and that, it is harder to find work for people, right? People might think it's a lot easier finding work, and it's not, right? But within 2 weeks, you're going to find something, and I'm feeling that you're going to really enjoy it. I'm seeing you more at a job where you're going to be standing up a little bit more than sitting down. What are you applying for?
Well, I like the hospitality industry.
Yeah, because I saw you standing up more than sitting down. If you get send out even more resumes and such, you will hear something. But I'm feeling you're going to be working within 2 weeks. Yeah, like actually at a job.
Great.
Yeah.
That's great. Do you feel anything for my love life? Am I going to have one?
Oh, God, don't get me started on a love life. I no longer believe in that. But anyways, that's another story. With your love life, 8. I'm hearing the number 8, but I'm not feeling it immediately. I'm hearing within 8 months, actually, and I'm seeing somebody coming in kind of like more of like a cowboy type person for some reason. A little bit of a mustache, kind of salt and pepper type hair. How old are you? Can I ask? How old are you? Can I ask?
Oh, I'm going 59.
Yeah. This guy is like a kind of a cowboy type person, like I said.
Yeah.
Nice person, and you're going to meet him when you completely least expect it. And you could be at some function because I'm seeing you dancing. So you could be with some friends out, and he could ask you to dance. And he's really, really going to like you. He could have glasses on too.
Great.
He's financially stable. And this is going to be somebody that, you know, is going to kind of swoop you off your feet, as I say. A real gentleman.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, and he really wants to get to know you. He loves to travel. I'm hearing, I don't know, I'm hearing this. I'm hearing the name Dale come in. That I'm not feeling that's his name, but I'm hearing the name Dale. Do you know a Dale?
I don't.
Okay, but just I'm hearing that name coming in, and it's getting circled again. So it very well could be that there's somebody at work that hires you. His name is Dale, but there's going to be more significance in with it. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm feeling actually a woman that has passed on. A woman. Did you lose your mother, your grandmother?
Yes, my mother.
What was her first name?
Madeline.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really feeling her around you quite a bit. If you really pay attention, you're going to get a lot of signs from her coming in. She's coming in stronger and stronger. When did she pass?
Oh, in 1980.
Okay, but what time of the year was it?
It was in the fall.
Okay, 8 months. What is this? What month is this? This is May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, that's interesting. January. That's 8 months. You very well could go on a vacation with this person within 8 months.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, because she keeps on circling that. So in the fall, usually when their anniversaries, they're going to come around a lot more to you around that time.
Oh, I see.
And pay attention with this man, because she's going to be around you a lot more. With
Wonderful.
a sign. But I could go on, but we have other callers. See, I could ramble on.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
I enjoy your show.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See, I just ramble on, right?
Okay. And our next caller is Linda.
Linda.
Hi, how are you tonight?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. And your question for us tonight?
I have 2 grown sons that have just rented out their house and moved back home, and I was wondering, is that going to be a long-term thing, or are they going to be around short-term? Because I would like to find a man in my life, and I know that that's not the greatest thing to have your grown sons around when you're dating.
No, I kind of feel that one is going to might move in a little bit more, but no, I'm going to feel they're going to be more on their own.
Oh,
right?
Good.
Who's the youngest one?
Rye.
Yeah, and what's the oldest one?
Reed.
Yeah, I think Reed wants more stability. He wants more security. He wants more independence.
Does.
Yeah. But Rye, yeah, there might be a little bit of lingering going on with him, kind of back and forth, but it'll be okay.
Okay,
it'll
good.
Be okay. Have you done something with your hip?
No.
Just be a little careful, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to scare
Oh boy.
you or anything now. No, just kind of
I'm
be
a
a little bit on
dancer.
alert. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah,
But
you
no.
could you could fall down. Let's say, right? I don't want to give you paranoia, but
No, but that's good to be
yeah,
aware.
you could fall down a little bit. So just kind of pay a little bit more attention because you could kind of miss a step or something. And
I've got a lot of extra furniture in my house.
Okay,
now
there we
that
go.
they're here.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of extra stuff around, so
Yeah.
that totally makes sense.
Yeah, so just clear it out, because when things are too cluttered, like if we have a house that's too cluttered or vehicle that's too cluttered, our energy gets scattered, and then it can kind of send us off a little different direction, and then we're tripping over things.
That
right?
makes sense, because I feel like I'm tripping over things just having them here.
Yeah, there you go. Right. So, but really pay attention because I feel it's your right side. And I'm seeing like a really big bruise.
Okay, but not broken or anything.
Yeah, and there's no reason why they can't put their stuff in storage.
Yeah, that's right.
Not to be rude, but
no, but that's true though.
Sorry.
No, that's true.
Yeah,
I didn't hear.
The boys could put their stuff into storage for you for a little bit.
Yeah, no, they don't have any money to do that, so it's in my garage.
Actually, Reed, by the way, actually, he can be very, very successful, actually. I see him involved with, like, even office, or I see him working with numbers. What's he doing?
Well, he's a building operator.
Yeah, he's going to be working... No, he's going to be working more with numbers. I don't know what a building operator does, really. Is that in charge of the machines?
Yeah, they take care of all the boilers in the buildings and look after making sure the heat's right and the air conditioning's right.
Okay, but I'm just feeling he's going to be working more with numbers for some reason.
Oh, maybe they'll promote him and he'll have to do budgeting.
I don't know.
That sounds
it could
right.
Be. It
that
could
sounds
be.
Right. Yeah.
Because he's very
But
clever.
my youngest one's taking business at Fate, so he works a lot with numbers.
Yeah. He might get bored with that after a while, though.
Yeah, he doesn't like anything that bores him, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
because I'm not feeling him really sticking with that.
He's kind of lost right now. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He's taking business, but doesn't know what he wants.
How old is he now?
27.
27. Yeah, okay, 27 to 32, there's going to be another shift with him.
Okay.
Right? He'll get out of that because he will get bored with it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's sometimes we have to, take this course or go to school and do this and do that in order to see what it is we really want. So just kind of let him do what he's going to do.
Okay, good.
Definitely. We already have another call on the phone.
Yeah.
Okay,
we
I asked you
appreciate.
about a relationship.
Oh, okay. Relationship, not for a little while yet.
Okay.
To be honest with you,
That's fair.
I'm not feeling that for quite Christmas time. I'm hearing
Okay, that's fair.
more so around, but you can always book an appointment with with Kim or I or whatever. My website is soulworkwithjeni.com. And what's yours, Kim?
SpiritSoulHealing.com.
Yeah, and do you do readings too, Lorraine?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you can book an appointment with us more, and we can elaborate. It's just that we have another caller on the phone right now.
You bet.
Thank you for calling, though.
My pleasure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, and we have time for one more caller. Michael?
Michael?
Yeah.
How are you tonight?
Good.
Wow.
I was calling. I finished a job about a year ago, and I enjoyed it, but the position finished. And I've sort of been on a self-imposed exile or sabbatical for a year. And I want to know if you can see anything about where I should be going next in my life.
What are you drawn to, Michael? Because you're a very old soul. Like, as soon as I heard your voice, I could hear that right away.
Yeah.
That's why I said, wow.
Okay.
So, sometimes people have, we all come down here for different life themes and things we have to resolve, and so many different reasons why. I don't have time to go on about it, but I really feel that you're here to experience life, like a lot of different things in life. So,
that's one of the things I pride myself on, is that I've done a lot of different things in my life.
And you have to do that, because sometimes people say, you know what, I have to have type of the white collar job, 9 to 5, and have the family, kids, and the white picket fence and the dog type thing.
That's not me.
No, exactly. So you have to follow what feels right for you. I just feel you're just going to kind of be, bumbling around for a little bit, and I see you traveling.
Okay.
Yeah, I see you doing some traveling to some very cool places. By the way, it's not like you're going to Airdrie or Banff type thing.
Okay.
You're gonna travel. How old are you now? Can I ask?
Almost 58.
Oh, well, you're still young, right? Yeah. It's from 57 to 62. There's a shift, and I see you by the water, like big ocean water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feels like it's time for him to play. For
Yeah.
you to play. You can work to play or play to work.
Okay.
And not worry. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, so just really follow what it is that you want to do, but you're going to end up in water, so you could go to the coast.
All right.
Vancouver Island, and you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Definitely. So keep trucking forward, as I call it. I don't normally say that, but but you know, with you, your like life theme is just to experience life.
And play
Exactly.
now.
Yeah, it is. So
Live every minute, get all there is in it.
yeah, why not? We're as young as we feel, right?
Yeah.
You could be 80 years old. I mean, I'll be 80 and wearing my hair in pigtails, I bet you. You know, like, and I couldn't care less. You know, so you got to be real. You got to be yourself. You got to stay true to yourself.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a great night.
You too. You too.
One more name snuck up on the board there, Elisa. Hello, Lisa.
Lisa?
Oh,
Lisa?
I think we lost her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's so important, everybody. You really have to follow what's right for yourself, right? We can get advice from other people. We can get readings from anybody, anything like that. But what you really have to pay attention to is what does your own gut tell you? What does your own intuition, your own soul tell you to do, right? And whenever we make our own choices and listen to, you know, what we're hearing, you know, from our source, which is within, then that's when we'll follow the right path and walk the road that's right for us, right? Because you get people pointing their fingers and judging and that, and you can't do that.
And don't walk away from your heart desires because somebody else doesn't like it.
That's
it's your
right.
heart, it's your life.
Yeah.
You have to own your own power.
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter like who you are, how much money you make, or what status quo you have.
It's just material stuff.
It
We can't
is.
take it with us when
No,
we go.
exactly. So stay true to yourself, everyone. And we want to thank Lorraine Kearney for coming on our show tonight. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.
I had a blast.
Yes, I know.
I got to do this again.
Oh, you never know what Spirit has planned in the world.
Oh,
right?
I know. I know. It's always something, you know.
Exactly. That Egyptian could start singing in the background. Woo. But thank you tonight, Calgary, for tuning in, and thank you to Kim for coming on the show again and being my co-host. And remember, everybody, tune in next Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. on Shaw TV. Thank you.